I don't think the grief around childlessness is just about the child. I think for me, it's the identity of who I thought I was going to be. And there's this quote there's a Spanish song that is, there's no worse melancholy that the thing that never happened.
You are normally the person doing the interviews. Like, how does it feel to be on the other side of it?
It's so weird, but it's weird also because of my anxiety. Like, my anxiety tells me you need to be in control of everything, and I'm not. So it's like, yeah, let's go. I'm kind of scared, but also excited about doing something different.
So, when you were growing up, did you have sort of visions about what you wanted your family to look like and be?
I grew up as an only child. My dad died when I was 4 months old, and my mom never remarried. So I wanted tons of kids. I wanted like five or four kids. I didn't want to have just one because I hated being an only child. Of course, I wanted the husband and the picket fence and two or three dogs too. So I wanted this hallmark kind of family.
Was there a period of time where you were trying to get pregnant and having difficulty?
I have endometriosis. So yeah, we tried for like a year and then we went through a fertility treatment. They told us it wasn't just me. So yeah, we couldn't have kids on our own. It was fertility treatment from the get-go. Yeah.
What do you think the biggest misconception about fertility treatment is?
That is that it always works, that the miracle is having a baby and it's a miracle, not something a woman endures. I was like when you have your blood test and it's something you do and it's not pleasant, but it's not so terrible. I didn't know what I was getting into. They put a liquid on your ovaries and fallopian tubes, and that was the most painful experience of my life. I cried out of pain. And the two technicians that were with me were also males. And I felt so violated. No one was taking care of me. I was just a reproduction organ. Do you work? Do you don't work?
Do you think it was more difficult physically or mentally?
Mentally, 100%. It was harder because I the hormones mess up with my anxiety. And I didn't feel like me. And I couldn't process my mental thoughts and my emotions by myself. Something was like not, and there wasn't someone to support me or to explain me like these hormones mess up your mental health too. Take it easy. I felt kind of bipolar. I've had this like, I'm going to redecorate the whole house, and then I end up crying on the floor and not like getting up for 3 days. And I live like that for month and month. That's why my partner left me because I was too crazy. But no one tell neither him or me, these are the hormones.
If you and your partner hadn't separated, do you think you would have kept going?
Yeah, I think I would. Yeah. Because also the doctor and my surrounding that were like, you have to keep trying. Don't quit. Winners don't quit. And I thought about freezing my eggs, and it was like, for what? I'm already in my 30 somethings, so I'm going to freeze my eggs, paid a lot of money, and maybe I'm not able to have them either way. I also consider adoption. I did a lot of research and thinking and reflecting about it. And it's not for me, not only because I don't want to, but because I have anxiety. So my government in like they are right about this. They are not going to give a child to someone that has mental health issues. So I consider kind of everything, just not the single mom thing, because I already considered it while growing up. I was like, yeah, okay, this is it.
So I guess for you, how was it processing when it didn't work?
I think around 2018, the slow burn of this is not happening, finally hit me. And I had a period like 6 months or so of severe anxiety. I couldn't eat, I couldn't take a shower by myself, I couldn't do so many things because like I felt like the world ended for me. It was like I'm no longer me. Who am I? And that made me feel like I was already dead. And I was ashamed to admit that every pregnancy announcement was like a dagger in my heart. By the time I found what was happening to me was like when I found the childless community as a whole, and it was like, oh my God, I'm not a bad person. I'm grieving. And my anxiety spiked because I'm grieving. So I started healing my anxiety. And I rely a lot on spirituality. Uh, it doesn't have to be God. It can be the universe or whatever, but a higher power that is about love and not about you were put in this earth to do this, and now I'm punishing you because you were a bad girl. It was about, okay, I can heal, I can love, and I'm here to just experience life as it is and find joy in what it is. Not that I don't cry, it's accepting, okay, I don't like this, but I accept it. And that helped me a lot. And then I started to talking non-stop about it. And well, you were a guest on my podcast, so
Was your decision to start the podcast like mostly out of just a desire to talk to other people who had maybe gone through something similar to yourself?
my decision to start my podcast was that I wanted to help at least one woman to, when she was doing the same search I did, find at least one thing of this woman across the globe is going through the same thing that I am. And I loved it because it's connection and it's showcasing more and more stories. And that also helps that woman I have in my mind, that is myself, sobbing or behind the monitor thinking, I'm so utterly alone in this world. And we are not. And I love that there are so many podcasts, books, and channels around this topic now. Because 5 years ago, there weren't.
Do you still struggle with kind of the duality of being someone who's out there talking about this, but still also struggling with it?
Yeah. And I think a lot of there's this narrative about you have to have one emotion or one feeling at a time, and that's bullshit. Sorry, my French, but we can have two or more emotions at the same time about something, and denying them is what hurts us. So yeah, I feel the grief, but I feel the joy too. They both coexist in me every single second.